worst part was that some of these cops, like in American Gangster, they become so obsessed with their job and chasing the criminal that they end up with a chief. She forgot about her family.
Yeah.
That's the worst. That was the craziest part. She forgot about her own family. The craziest part that was so deep, where Griselda said to the lady, Griselda Blanco said to June Hawkins, I think the detective's name was, "You thought about me every day, haven't you? Or all the time?" I don't know what the exact.
Yeah, she said you thought about me all the time. You thought about me all the time.
She said, "I haven't thought about you once." That
not
was
1
heavy.
second. She said
Jody.
not 1 second. What's up, y'all? We are back with another hitter from Netflix, man. This shit is still wild, man. I still can't believe what we saw, what happens with this story. I just really hate these time damn jumps and everything else that they be doing with this, man. It's like it's so much stuff that it could be so good and so great if they don't do these jumps and these different fucking flips. But I got my man South Ward here.
What up, world? What's going on, man? I don't think it was a time jump this time around. This felt like right after the party, right after the thing jumped, I felt like they got right into it, man. This episode 6 is definitely better than episode 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, episode
definitely better than episode 5. Our series comes to an end.
Yeah.
We had a great time kicking it with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been fun watching this. I hope y'all been watching along.
It's a fun little journey.
Oh man! First of all, even before we get into it, I'm gonna give a standing O to Sofia Vergara for that role, man. Sorry about your ears, everybody. She did an outstanding job as a comedic actress. So even before a comedic actress, she had a travel show. I didn't know this about 15 years ago. She's been in the game a long time. Before Modern Family, she was like an Anthony Bourdain type, going around trying tacos at different stands and restaurants and things like that, man. So she's come a long way, man, from starting there to here. This is an award-winning performance. I saw all of her emotions.
Yeah.
I felt all of her emotions. Yeah, I mean, she embodied a different character. I never felt the Modern Family. Was she in Bad Boys 2 or was she in Money Talks?
No.
What was she in with? Was she in a movie with Mike Epps?
No, that wasn't her.
Oh, that's Rosalind Sanchez?
Yeah.
What was Sofia
Vergara? We all messed up, bro.
What was you messed her up in the last one? I messed her up in this one. Let me see what her IMDb is, man. But she has a great body of work, and this is the crown jewel so far.
This shit was insane. This woman is crazy as hell. I see why that the situations that she got in, happened, because you go from I'm only doing this for my boys, I'm doing this for my family, to I get drunk off of power. And when you get drunk off of power, you end up creating bad situations. And she created so many bad situations where it was from so good from that. Like, she had people who was by her side, who cared for her, who was there for her, and she saw them as leeches. She saw them as that, and they never showed no signs of leeches. They never showed no sign of anything bad. She lost 2 great people in her life, and right after they lost, I felt like as soon as they died, as soon as she lost them, the cookie just crumbled completely. The cookie just crumbled because she was listening to one particular individual, and then it kept flipping. She kept flipping, and once that individual left, it was a wrap. But then she had that really good friend who was there by her side, helped her, let her come live with her, and she thought that she was on something else. Like drugs can really fuck you up, man. Drugs can really mess you up to the point where you can't even see your best friend. All you see is the enemy, and that is so insane to me. How somebody who basically opened their door and let you and your kids live with them, and you saw them as something else. I can't believe it.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Man, crack too.
White lines, pure as the snow.
Man, bro.
Yo, man, this thing was a good movie, man. A good series for me. I enjoyed it 100% throughout a lot of epic parts. And you hate to see these whole series come to an end, I was sad to know we was on episode 6 and it's about to be over and you don't know what's going to happen. I
Right.
mean, obviously there's real life and she went to jail, but I didn't know she got somewhere between 9 and 15 years. Like she didn't do that. I mean, it's a long time for me, but she got back out.
7 years.
She came back out into the world. Them people never get their families back. You know what I mean?
7 years, bro. She did 7 years in a freaking pen.
But look up in the news how much time she really did, because we don't even know what she actually got. But I know that she got back out. She had a heart attack in jail. I read that, and then she got back out, man. So, we like I said, we spoil some things. We're not gonna spoil others. But this roller coaster ride has come to an end, and the ending was still full of surprises. And she had two real men in her life after her husband. You know what I'm saying? Rivi and Dario. Now, a lot of things that happened to her was karma behind what she did to Dario, because Dario didn't deserve nothing of what he went through, right? Dario was a good dude, solid really from day one. Years. She did 13 years. That's and she passed at 69 years old. So I mean, she's seen a lot of the fun part of the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But Dario, what I don't understand in these movies and the TV shows, and maybe it's real life, I don't know. I've never had a S-ton of money, as they call it. Yeah. You know the word. I've done okay for myself sometimes, but I've never been where I could go a year without working, 8 months without working, 2 years without working. I've always, like, maybe 2 checks away from getting a cell phone cut off. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know what that feels like, but I can't imagine having all these houses and all these cribs and stash houses more with money and gold, buying Uzis made of solid gold, and like, what are you doing? She got jewelry and cars and furs, and now you back in motels on the run. Yeah. It's a big world out there. It's a big world out there. Her son got killed in Colombia, one of them, man. I didn't mean to ruin that for you, but man, it's just crazy. Like, why they ain't get why you go to Australia? Why you don't go to Brazil? Why you ain't go?
Why she didn't have money for her kids put away, just in case for, like, if anything ever happened.
They had a stash house in Fort Lauderdale.
All that money. Oh, she was making.
Why you don't just have a house in Hawaii somewhere?
Had all that money. Why didn't she send it? I agree with you about sending the kids to our personal island, a private island that she built for them, just for them. Or why didn't you send them all that money in an account where they to the point where all the money that she got, if anything ever happened, a contingency plan, if anything ever happened, her kids are set for life.
Right. Y'all ain't never take a vacation to, like, Hong Kong, Japan, Africa, Australia, Thailand, Austria, Russia, Germany, France. Like, no. LA, Miami, Colombia.
Yep.
That's it. Like, y'all on the run and you in LA? That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. They wasn't even in Canada.
Yep.
Like, send them to school. All right, you're in jail. It's time for them to go to college.
Yep.
Military school and college. Because them people ain't running up in...
Give me a second, I'm doing a review.
They ain't running up in Fort Worth and, like, what's the West Point. They not running up in there. Put them in some high, fancy, highfalutin, expensive school. You know what I mean? Yep. Like,
well, the other one,
like Will Smith went to in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, put them in them type of schools. Get them away from everybody they know. And, like, where everybody rich. I don't know, man. They still kept it in the hood.
They did. And the thing is, though, it's like the other boy said, I don't want to be like her. You seen that your son didn't want to be like that, your other kids. Why didn't you? You should have sent them off. You should have put them in a better place. You should have given them opportunities to not be in the life like you live. She didn't.
They seen too much.
Not even that. People, the cartel saw them, and the note to get to her is to get to them. I could take your kids out.
The worst part I seen I thought was the cartel, and it wasn't even a cartel, y'all. She was a monster inside and out, bruh.
The cartels were scared of her. That's the cold part. The cartels were scared of her.
I don't think at the end, once dude lost his wife, she had a green light on her neck. They had a green light on her. The hype was gone.
That emotion in that emotion is real, man.
If she wasn't messing with that, she started getting high, y'all. And like, if she wasn't doing that, she might have kept a clear head. You know what I mean? But the only real one that made it all the way through was Carmen, her girlfriend that had the travel agency.
Yep.
She might still got a travel agency. You know what I mean?
Yep.
After all that.
And she got a deal. Her deal situation. We don't know what
her
deal
deal
was.
fell apart because she turned herself in. The deal was a wrap. She walked away clean. She good money.
Well, Carmen
she got her Porsche. She got her nice house.
Carmen should be good though, because she said, "I don't give a fuck about the drugs." She said, "We don't give a fuck about the drugs. We don't give a fuck about the money. We just want her." So maybe she gotta, they let her go. Maybe they she didn't go to jail.
Yeah, they cut her loose. They ain't have nothing on her. And then your man Rivy, whoo, as smart. So Rivy wasn't that smart. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But as smart as Griselda was with her little plan early on with the bank scam from episode 4, Rivy even flipped it even crazier. If that's a true story, Rivy even flipped it even crazier at the end, bro. I thought Rivy was turning.
Yeah, I thought he was turning snitch slash bro. Yeah. I'm about to die for you.
He killed the game. Yeah. Rivy was alright, man.
Rivy was doing the shit. Rivy did it, yo.
Yo, bro.
He did do it.
So he got MVP.
Yeah. He definitely.
He got MVP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit was wild. What he did. That was wild. What he did for real.
And then I think the lady, the cop lady was just a hater.
She was annoying as fuck. Like, she was annoying.
Through the whole joint.
She was a person or whatever who never had the type of power. They basically was the same. She was her, but vice versa, because she was in the men's world just like she was in the men's world, and she got no respect, just like she had no respect, and she basically wanted that, and she wanted what she had, and when she had like a little taste of it, she was getting drunk off that shit too. She was her white whale. And she was mad that she got away.
And the worst part is, let me tell you how life is. Griselda ended up back at the bottom, and so did the cop lady. She said, "Oh, I went and took a desk job. It was too much for me."
Yep.
Know what I mean? Because once chasing her was over, the thrill was gone. What else she gonna do? And that lady cop was a real person, man.
She was depressed too.
We looked it up.
Depressed. She was depressed as shit when she came to see her. She was so depressed. She was like, she had that, took off her badge. She was so depressed or whatever. But then she was happy that she told her that, like, oh, I have some type of release now. Like, they gave her, first of all, she had 5 years. And then they gave her 7 years. Which
they was mad at that 5 years. She was tight.
She was mad. The cops was like, well, we got her. She only doing 5. She's doing 5 years. That's not enough. She should get the death penalty.
The worst part was that some of these cops, like in American Gangster, they become so obsessed with their job and chasing the criminal that they end up with a chief. She forgot about her family.
Yeah.
That's the worst. That was the craziest part. She forgot about her own family. Her son went to live with her dad.
Yep.
Her son probably estranged. She still got a baseball on her table from like 10 years ago. That son ain't think about that mom. They probably had a real bad relationship, and they had to work through it afterward, go to therapy and all. You weren't there for me, Mom. You sent me to live with Dad. And like, they both ended up with not much for everything went through. The craziest part that was so deep, where Griselda said to the lady, Griselda Blanco said to June Hawkins, I think the detective's name was. And Issa was the girl I liked in the beginning. The guy, man, rest in peace to Issa's character. In peace to Issa, I can't wait to see her in another film or movie or something. But she said to her, "You thought about me every day, haven't you? Or all the time?" I don't know what the exact.
Yeah, she said you thought about me all the time. You thought about me all the time.
She said, "I haven't thought about you once." That was
one
heavy.
Second. She said,
duty.
"Not 1 second."
would have threw up on her. She said, "Stop the car! Stop the car!" She went to throw up. I'd have threw up right on her.
I thought she was gonna do this. I thought like when she introduced herself and she said Miss Blanco, when she told her who she was, I thought I'm the one. I thought she was gonna spit on her, like bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have loved to see that. Like that's more like fuck you type shit. I would have loved to see that, but it seemed like something was up though when she got outside and she had to throw up and she looked at that field. I'm thinking I was like, did she own that field? What did she do? Because she just kept looking at that field.
I felt like she said this is her last breath of freedom for a long time. She was like, I'm not going to be able to enjoy anything like this.
Seeing daylight, seeing the moment.
For the next palm trees.
Because she was supposed to go 5 years, then she did 7 years.
The person who lost the most, everybody lost. Yeah. Everybody lost. And in the real world, everybody loses. But Chucho took the biggest L to me.
The other dude got the fuck up out of there when he saw that they killed his son. He got his wife, and bounced. Went to a whole nother country, disappeared. Probably dishwashing again.
But like, maybe he sold a house. I don't know how it works. You know what I mean? But everybody Carmen came up the most. Chucho lost. Dario lost. Griselda lost. Everybody lost, man. And the kids should, no way in the world the kids should be about that street
She
life.
should have known, though, that the cartel was going to come for her kids. That's the cold part. She should have known that they was going to come for her kids. She said it. She said that they was waiting for them,
But before they, the kids never seemed street smart at all.
No, but think about it.
She didn't put them up on games. She didn't school them. They was
well, think about it. The son had that wad full of money, so they had to be doing something.
$250. He was like, "Yo, I brought $250, right?" Yeah. They got into the life.
He had a bag, so I think they got into the life. But
I thought the goal the older
brother got into the life.
The goal of the life is so your kids ain't in the life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. She tried to push them away from it and did something else totally different with their lives. But nope.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
And the only one living was a son named Michael Corleone.
Yep.
Out of all the names in the world.
Don't tell him what his life gonna be. His mama was a mob boss, was a drug boss, and his father was an enforcer. He stopped being an enforcer to save his son.
And now he raised by his grandmother.
Then when he find out that his mother is the reason that his father is gone because of him, his mother did it. I thought it was the cartel. Nah, bro. She set that all up. For no fucking reason.
Oh, shit. So the son is a real dude, right? Michael is Griselda Blanco's youngest son. In 2019, he and his wife, Madi, starred in a VH1 reality show called Cartel Crew, which followed the descendants of the cartel leaders in the series. Michael said that he survived 2 assassination attempts. The show ran for 3 seasons before it was canceled. Wow, everybody want to know what happened to Michael Corleone. He got a Wikipedia, y'all. Cartel Crew, man, on VH1. That's interesting, y'all. That's very interesting, man. Wow.
That's insane. He avoided 2, almost got killed twice. That's wild.
And then doing reality television.
He's safe from the feds.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
but this show gonna give him a little juice on the street. Hopefully, he uses his talents for good. Anything else you want to share with the public about this show, E-Man, before we get up out of here and wrap up this whole Griselda? Yo, if y'all not listening to Griselda hip hop, check out the record label called Griselda. I think they got some joints. You know what I mean? Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine. It's a bunch of them making a bunch of moves, man. They've been out for about, 6 years now, 7 years. They not from New York City. They from upstate New York. So they did their own thing, man. But Conway, for all your old heads, Conway got a song with, Conway got a, Benny the Butcher? Well, I think Conway got a song with Big Daddy Kane and Busta Rhymes right now. But check them all out. They got a whole, it's like a new Wu-Tang, like modern day feel. Not Wu-Tang old school, but like a what Wu-Tang would be now. Like they all a tight crew.
I would like to say shout out to Saf for putting me onto this, man, because I never would have known this at all. I mean, from the good and the bad, it was a freaking amazing journey. I enjoyed every bit of it. I like to say it's crazy. I would like for you guys to really see this because this journey that this woman had to go through was insane. The crazy shit that she had to do, even her kids had to go through, was insane. But it just say how a person started off and build up, like it's like literally like that. It's like that Drake started from the bottom. Now we here. It's like literally like that, and it gets crazier and crazier though, far as that But it was a really good journey. I like the fact that when the main dude was a situation happened where, you know, she got herself caught up. You know what I mean? And they was finna ice her ass out.
And she gave herself up, not because of the cops, because of the crooks. That's the crazy part. But this is what I'm saying. It's a big marble out here. Nobody have found her in Iceland.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, go someplace where you don't speak the language.
But like the son said, it's the fucking cartel. They can get us anywhere.
Man, do you think they in Bangkok somewhere?
Nah, but they
Abu Dhabi.
They could put a fucking hitman on you. That's it. Once he put $1 million out to catch her. He said, put the word out. The bitch is gonna sell some coke.
Right.
Put the word out. $1 million to find out where she at.
Yeah, but the bricks was going from 18 to 25, maybe 30. Get one of them, you got 30 G's. 30 G's to get you a long way from there. You could buy houses in like Ohio is like 15 grand. You buy a house in Ohio, 15 grand, lock it down, drop a brick in Virginia, drop a brick in DC, drop a brick in New York, and be gone. Don't sit there and keep trying to sell them all in LA. Drop 2, drop 4, drop 10 of them, and get ghosts. That's what Freeway said. Get ghosts. Freeway got the hood on smash. Find a quiet town and tie it down and just be out. And then don't live there. Be out to freaking Yeah, I understand the cartel got reach if you selling cocaine, but if you working at Barnes and Nobles, they not gonna find you at Hong Kong. You sitting on a Benz or a couple mil and just work a regular 9 to 5 gig filing paperwork. Yeah, if you in the nightclub and all that, but they ain't gonna find you at Legoland.
You said Legoland.
Come on, man. For real.
I mean, I would say this though, like this whole thing of this woman being so rich and so that we never seen the money. We only saw the money like a little bit. Where's all the money when she lost it all? Even if like the smartest thing to do was when she had the money, why not put money overseas? So that way the feds can't touch your money overseas. Once you got money overseas, they can't fuck with you at all. That's outside of their jurisdiction.
Yeah, they ain't gonna find you in Africa, bro. They not gonna find you in Africa. Like, it's places you could go that we don't know about that, you out of reach. You going, poof, poof, vamoose. So, yeah, man, that's always weird to me. She ended up going back to her hometown. And this was a crazy series, man. This was fun. I enjoyed it. I don't know how much was true, how much wasn't true, what they borrowed to make it hype it up or whatever. Yeah. But I know I had a good time watching it, man. And I may watch it one more time. It's worth to see what I missed. It's actually worth a second watch to me. What do you think?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it again. And I give today's episode I give it a B. I give it a B. I'm grading overall because with the number 4 being a C, I didn't want to see her lose. Number 4 being a C, but everything else for me was A's and B's all the way through. So if it's a student, if I was a teacher and it was a student and he failed like 1 or 2 quizzes, but overall you've been a good student all year, pass. I'm good. Passing grade, not pass on the show.
I'll also give it a B as well. From what I saw, it was really good. Like, this episode was really good. It's crazy how that basically her whole situation went down because right after the main chick, the other chick died. You know what I'm saying? All this happened because the chick died. And, this is why you shouldn't use drugs, y'all. Don't use drugs, kids.
You know what?
Leave drugs alone.
all the dirt she did, all the dirt she did, she actually did get away with a lot of it. If that girl that was partying with her hadn't OD, she'd still be wilding out.
She'd still be wilding out.
Wow. Crazy, man.
The cold part about it, she made her partner. That was the worst idea ever.
She was high.
She died off of that.
She was high on crack.
She was like,
man.
yes, motherfuckers, the puta, motherfucker.
Woo! We got another one, man.
Yeah.
If you watch this series along with me and E-Man, man, leave your comments in the comment section below. We want to thank you. We up out this thing. You know what I mean? We got another one down. One for the history books, E-Man.
Yeah, we got more coming, y'all.